to us? What happened to me? What happened as I let it slip? I was confused by the powers that be, forgetting names and faces. Passers by were looking at me as if they could erase it. Baby, did you forget to take your meds? Baby, did you forget to take your meds?
Welcome to Transcend Money Community. My name is Tony, and today's video we are going to talk about what can happen in just few days, because I hope you can hear me well, maybe to because we are in countdown for the elections. You have the new Transcend Money minus 7 days and 2 hours, which is the situation basically that we are in one of the most intense weeks of all for a very long time. Let's see, because now I missed here the line from the elections. That should be right here. And what do we have today? Today we have the fight for the 70,000. Look how is the order book. Here are the elections. Look how close we are for the final point of the election. Look how close. It's just 7 days. This is gonna be super intense. Also, we have all the macro data. Tomorrow we're gonna have important information. Let me see if the website can load, sorry. Yes, there we go. So tomorrow in 23 hours, jobs opening, and with music, without the music is totally different. And we have a lot of economic data from US and Europe, and also some important data from China. So this week, maximum intensity, counting down for the elections, a lot of important information data from the global markets. You can check in the website, transcend.money. And the price of Bitcoin touching the 70,000 almost. Look how is the order book right now. And then we want to check some patterns and also the liquidation map. Look how insane is it. Right now there are 600 Bitcoins that trying to stop the price, that don't want the price touch the 70,000. The question is, for how long this $40 million can stop the price of Bitcoin? We have the RSI 1 hour oversold, 4 hours oversold, 1 day on the way to oversold, higher than neutral. So the price now is in this big battle of the 70K. Psychologically, is important, but also we change a little bit the trend, right? Because now the price is reversing and it start to make higher highs in the last days. So now, and look how beautiful, we touch this blue line here and the 65. So as you know, and thank you very much to everyone new for the likes and the subscriptors, because we overpass the 100 subscribers. So that's quite spectacular, and the English channel is growing faster than the Spanish. How crazy is that? Welcome to everyone. Welcome to Marco, Random, Lirovax, Fernandul, and that's it right now. So let's go. Strange that Tomaco is not here, but let's go for that, because here is like unbelievable moment. This one we can take out already because there are a lot of lines. This I should move to the other layer. Let me check just a second. This one should be in this group. By the way, I'm gonna share all my trend lines right now, not all, because I'm gonna hide these ones, so it's gonna be more clear, right? So the question that everyone is now thinking, is gonna be 65 enough to stop the price? How is gonna be the correction? The price is gonna keep there, or where is gonna go? So I'm gonna share my lines with you, and why? Because look how impressive is from yesterday. Yesterday we were talking about this grid, and we had one touch, second touch we break up and down again, and then for the second one and stop, and then for the third one and we stop again. So unbelievable the precision of the order book from the trading community of the Transcend Money. You can check it here in the website transcend.money. You have all the links down below. Okay, so there we go. Why I'm like, okay, super bullish? Yeah, because the cap and handle, you know, that pattern is bringing us to the 100K, not 100K, even more. But this is a very extremely powerful pattern. We have the Standard & Poor's again going up and the Nasdaq. So this is the cap and handle that is bringing us higher than 100K. We did a lot of times. You can see videos before, right? So the 100K, they are very close to us. If we can handle this level and not lose it, or even we can go to 65 and not lose it, this for me is what can be the beginning of the bull run. And why I say the beginning? Because we have the red button with the war, right? With Iran, retaliation against Israel, sorry. So that's the unique danger we have. But look how is today the order book. For me, now is super intense. Intense means a lot of volatility. So right now, there are 40 millions trying to suppress the price, trying to push the price down. And then we have some in the 70, right? But look at this. We start to have 73, 71, 72, 73, 75 in the top 30. If somebody don't understand what we're talking about, let me know in the comments down below. And for the bottom part, we lost a lot of liquidity. Meaning bottom part, what I mean with that, with this, the buyers. The liquidity is going a little bit lower, and but the price is higher. So the market start to be super bullish, because we have support at 67, 63, 65, 67, 600, 65, 66. So there is a crazy grid here, waiting for the price around 60, between 67 and 65. All this region, is a grid. So everyone now is expecting, not everyone, a lot of $1 million is waiting for the bounce in 65, in the worst case, 67, 65. Right now, it's true that there is this 55, but for me the 55 is the word, right? Obviously. So counting down for the elections, and by the way, also we place here the prices from all the exchanges, spot and futures, not all, but the Mexc, Bybit, and Binance. You know that my favorite exchange is Mexc. You have that down below in the description. This is the link. It's not 10,000 now, it's 8,000 reward. There are a lot of countries still without KYC, so if you use crypto, not fiat, So try it if you want, and you know that the commissions are the lowest in the market, right? We already review a lot of that. You have market and taker here, so you can see. So this is the region where I think entering long, where I'm gonna enter in long, right? And so I'm gonna place also this link for the people that want to check the new website. There we go. Boom. And I didn't share yet my trading view. I'm gonna share also my trading view. There we go. Okay, you have all the links here. Pam, pam, pam. Okay, so the next one for me is entering here. And so how hard is gonna be the correction? So right now, this is what makes me nervous, that there are a lot of prices close to the price, but most of them, they don't have 200 Bitcoins. So that is kind of make me nervous, right? Because we have the elections, the tension, the geopolitical tension, and but my best bet is like we're gonna bounce here, or at least keep the price, right? Between 67 and 65. See, yeah, we have 63, but around this region. So the bounce is much better, because if you see the top 30, basically all of them, they are 60 highs, right? The top 30 prices with more liquidity in the order book after 6.4 million trades. Not trades, but positions, right? Open orders. So let's go for supports and resistance, and let's see what do we have here. Okay, let's go, and we start first with, by the way, who is in the chat that is not from the Spanish channel? I'm very curious about that, because I know that there are a lot of people from US. So I don't know if there are some people new from the US. So let's see. Right now is brutal, this 70K. Brutal. Not brutal, but very intense, because we have more than 200 Bitcoins and a grid. And how is the grid? Let me place here, is this one from yesterday, 69,500. This is 317 Bitcoins, 22 million, 0.9% to the price, with 1,008 hits or open positions since I opened the website. Look how brutal was this update. That was from Binance. Binance is on the way. By the way, this is Binance Futures. So this is gonna be 300 pixels, 303 pixels, and it's gonna be orange because this is resistance. It's people selling Bitcoins. So the market now start to feel that 69 is quite nice price to sell, at least for short term, right? For the correction. And then we have the 69. 69, let me dismiss this. 69 is almost where is the price right now, right? And this is 200 Bitcoins. So here we have the grid. And not just that, we have the 70K. So the first test, I believe, is not gonna be successful for the 70K. I think we're gonna try, but the first test, if these three knife liquidity walls or ceilings, as you want to call it, are keep it here, then I don't believe we can reach higher than 70K today in the next 24 hours. But you have to check the order book, this website, right? Transit.money, you have the link down below. So this is 200 Bitcoins. Okay, so this will be the resistance, okay? This will be the resistance with very close or preparing the 73, 72, 71. For me to go against 73, 72, 71 is super ultra mega bullish. And the question is, if the price of Bitcoin need a correction, hopefully without the war and any crazy stuff, where it's gonna go? So we have the first one at 67. 67 will be around here, approximately. This will be 2.5% drop. And then we have the green one and less than 200 Bitcoins. So that means that is not very strong. Is not very strong. Then we have the top three price with most liquidity in Binance Futures is the 63,100. That is okay, not terrible, but that will scare a lot of people, I think. The 63,100. This is for some days, and this is 196 bitcoins, $12.4 million is a drop of 8%. I think will be a good opportunity to buy a little bit in the market. Then we have the 64,800, that this I like a lot because it's in my white line of trend that is coming from the end of February. This is what was the resistance from basically all the year around. It depends where you want to place it, but in a daily, I like to place this trend line, that this will be the handle of the cap, right? The one that is bringing us to the higher than 100K. And if we take this trend line, it's already broke. But if you are like drawing horizontal trending lines, we are in resistance now, okay? So this 70K is very important, that the price of Bitcoin break it, and then the craziness can start, right? That 70K for me is super psychological. We had the bounce in the 65, so for me it's already confirmation that this is strong, the price of Bitcoin. We have everything is already pushing the price high, right? That the inflation, not inflation, but the printing of money, cutting of interest rates, BlackRock buying. By the way, how much BlackRock? Well, we don't have until tomorrow, no? We have Friday, $400 million Friday. Okay, so I think it is the chance of Bitcoin to break up. The question is, look, we have now 68 that is trying to take care of the price of Bitcoin. So let's see how hard. I think it's not going to be very hard, the correction, and if we don't have the red button, right? So we have these regions, and then we have the 65. So look how interesting, the 64,800, 65. These are trying to catch the price, but be careful, follow the liquidity of these prices for the next hours. We have high volatility ending the elections, so for that reason we expend so much energy in the trading book, in the website, in the web app of Transcend Money, right? The traditional one, Transcend.money, and the new one, preparing new Transcend Money. You have the links down below, okay? Great. So what else? We have the 66, and this is what the market is thinking. It's thinking to do a grid, because it's not very clear where the price is going to stop. So the liquidity is shared between this grid. And then we have the 66,800, right? That this is basically the 767, right? So there's a grid. People start to enter in different positions. It's not like one strong floor of liquidity that I would expect to be in the 65. So the share between this trend line, this is the blue one, is the one is like higher highs, the last higher highs. You see this ones is the trend line. So there is a small grid to catch the price, right? This is the 67, around 67. Then the next one is around 65, and then the other one is 63, right? So these are the major bets right now in the order book in futures, right? And then we have 65 a lot around, right? So that's the position. So I'm gonna enter some. I'm gonna start to enter around this area in longs, okay? But we have that's true. We have some the interest rates, the funding rates are a little bit high now. So the longs pay the shorts, right? Is 0.01 right now, the funding rates. Okay, so that's the position for Bitcoin. And what I think is interesting, Solana can reach in the next try, I think 185. Where did we reach today? Which are your altcoins, favorite altcoins right now? We reach, let's see. I think no, we didn't reach the 180. We reached 177.19. Okay, so that's what I see right now in the markets. Super hot, counting down. The great opportunity is around the corner. I don't know which are your positions. What do you planning to do? Thank you very much for all the likes and subscriptions. But we are in the probably one of the most historical moments in the history of Bitcoin, because we have banks, governments, BlackRock entering in Bitcoin. How unbelievable is that? And the potential president, do you think, let me put the poll for the elections. Do you think it's gonna win Trump or Kamala? Trump, Kamala. Who wins? And yeah, the president of, potentially the president of US, that I think is gonna win Trump, that he is saying that one of the most powerful countries in the planet is gonna store Bitcoins. They're gonna have a reserve of Bitcoins. How crazy is that? Let me see. Who do you think is gonna win the elections? I guess it's gonna be, most people is gonna vote for Trump, right? Right now it's Trump, but let's see. You never know. So that's the situation for Bitcoin. How do you think if we check now Solana? So basically for me, the important point is like, I don't know what's gonna happen until the elections, but if we touch the 65 and we break the 70K, for me, the bull run starts. That will be a very powerful signal, in my opinion, that the bull run start. 70K, and keeping the 70K will be unbelievable, powerful. And then the extreme, as always we say, is 55, right? So we have this one down below here that always is coming back. 65, 281 Bitcoins, 5 open positions at 90%. But for me, as I always say, this 55 is extreme. That will be a big problem, right, for humanity, in my opinion. So this is for the next following hours. And I don't know from which country are you from, but I hope you are lucky and you can keep track of these next hours, because also in Hong Kong, they're gonna start to trade Bitcoins. It's gonna be legal very soon. So that can bring a lot of liquidity from the Asian markets. That's the situation right now. I don't know if you want, we check Solana, but I'm gonna check very quickly. Let me see. Let's see. Fantastic. Solana, there we go, is fighting in the resistance. Great. Yesterday we have here this support. So the point is, for Solana is 180, obviously. For Solana, the 70K for Bitcoin is the 180. So there is we expect the critical point where Solana can break this symmetrical triangle and then go for the crazy prices, right? So basically the bull run, because it's breaking the last recent highs, right? The all-time high. So there we go. How is the market? How beautiful, how lucky we are to live this moment. Unbelievable. But let me check the order book for Solana. We're gonna go this 100K, and meanwhile I'm gonna prepare, and we didn't check the liquidity, the liquidations. Let's see, because the volume is low. Let's check that also. Liquidation could be up to 70,700, but I think could be even early. 70K is the interesting part, and then liquidations for the longs 66,800. I think will be that the point. But that's true. The liquidity today is quite low. $12 billion to be Monday is quite low. They are waiting for the macroeconomic news. They're waiting for a job opening that seems is a little bit worse than expected or previous, sorry. And then the GDP of Europe, GDP of US, interest rate decision from Japan that if they don't change is gonna be okay, but if they change, that could be, I mean, over expectations, that seems is gonna be 0.20 basic points, and then inflation rate from US and Europe. Quite tense last week of November, and as you know, October, and as you know, October we call the Punktober, Uptober, and normally should be more profits than 8%. Most of the years we were higher than 10%, quite higher. The worst was in 2022. So we still have some days, 3 days, and I think we have the option. We want to have a high volatility, and I think we have the option. So the bull run, I think, is in the around the corner. Let's see where we have to go to grab liquidity. Oh, we have a very big wall ceiling liquidity in 178 with Solana. So it's not gonna be this test. Probably it's gonna be the next one. And 160, I think, is a good opportunity to buy. I don't know if we're gonna reach this time, but there is a quite liquidity in this wall in 160, almost 30,000 Solanas, $4.6 million. That's unbelievable. 20,000 is already important. Then we have 62, that will be the grid, 62 and 160, right? And for the 166 is 17.6. So here is the maximum, the risk everyone have to decide to take, right? If we want to keep flat, if we want to make a correction, and then keep going up. But for me, looking at the markets, if Standard & Poor's is again all-time high, not yet. It's not yet all-time high, but it's practically all-time high. And Nasdaq also. So what is your opinion? Let me see. So basically, most people think Trump is gonna win, and there is some people that think that Kamala is gonna win. I'm quite shocked. Okay. And so there we go. I just remind you the links. You have the traditional website from Transcend Money community, is transcend.money. There we go. You have here the link down below in the video. And then you have the new one that we make some changes. We have all the local clocks from the major exchanges, the countdown for the USA elections, the demo for the trading bots. Now we have the prices for spot and futures in real time from Binance, Bybit, Mexc. You know, Mexc is my favorite exchange. You can click here and you can open an account with the link from the Transcend Money community. And then here we have the list of the users from Transcend Money community. That seems Spain keep winning. And then we have Peru, Argentina, and Uruguay. So let's see if this keep increasing. So it seems in the community of Transcend Money, we believe that is gonna win Trump. And also you have down below the Twitter account. And if you want to open an account in Mexc, $8,000 in rewards. There are some countries, this I want to highlight. Please click the link, open an account, and if you don't want to trade, don't trade. But at least have one KYC account, without KYC, sorry. And apart of that, for the traders that they do high volume, you have extremely low fees. In Maker 0% and in Taker 0.01, 0.02. But what we can see, Mexc is following quite closely the Binance price, right? So that's it for today. Thank you very much for all the likes and subscribers, because that helped me a lot to keep pushing, to keep building and sharing with you. And yeah, I wish you the very good luck with your trades, wealth, love, and health, and see you in the next video.